I'm a 34-year-old dad, married to my wife Sarah for 8 years. We have a 6-year-old son, Liam, who is the center of our world. Or at least I thought he was. 3 months ago, everything in our lives flipped upside down. Liam started complaining about stomach pain for weeks, and we thought it was normal kid stuff. Maybe gas, maybe infection, but one night he woke up screaming, holding his abdomen, sweating and vomiting. We rushed him to the ER, terrified. After hours of tests and frantic pacing, a doctor finally came in with a grave look. Liam needed emergency surgery for a rare intestinal blockage that could turn life-threatening if ignored. My heart dropped. The problem? We didn't have good insurance. We'd been struggling financially for years, rent increasing, groceries doubling, bills piling like a mountain. We were barely staying afloat, the doctor explained. The surgery would be expensive. They needed a down payment right. Away I felt embarrassed and helpless as I told him we couldn't pay up front. They started arranging alternate options. Charities, financial aid. But all of that takes time our son didn't have. I looked at my wife, panicked. She looked calm, too calm. When the doctor left, I whispered, "What are we going to do? We don't have anything left in savings." And then she said something strange. "We'll manage. I'll figure it out." I didn't think much at the time. My brain was too scattered with fear. But that night, while she stepped out to make a call, I went into her purse to find her phone. Since the doctors needed some medical info, she handled instead. I found an envelope, thick, sealed and heavy. I opened it. My chest tightened. It was filled with cash. Stacks of it, neatly rubber-banded. When I counted it later, it was over $27,000. I froze. I stared at it like it was a bomb. Where did this come from? Why had she never mentioned it? Why had we been living like we were broke, arguing over $20 expenses, skipping date nights, delaying payments, and stressing every day when she had this? My hands were shaking with anger, confusion, betrayal, fear. When she came back inside, I held up the envelope and asked, "What is this?" She froze, eyes wide, a look I'd never seen before, shock mixed with guilt. She whispered, "You weren't supposed to find that." I told her Liam needed surgery now. How had she kept this secret? Why had she let us struggle? Why had she watched me juggle bills and lose sleep? She tried to explain, but I wouldn't listen. I was too angry, finally. She snapped and said, "It's my emergency money, my security. I saved it for years. It's the only thing that's truly mine." I was stunned. "Our son is in an emergency," I yelled. "What security are you protecting if he dies?" She broke down crying and said she had grown up in poverty, with parents who controlled every rupee. She had promised herself she'd always have her own backup, something no one could take. I understood trauma, but this, keeping it secret while our family drowned. The argument got so loud, the nurses asked us to step outside. Eventually, she agreed to use the money for Liam's surgery. He survived, thank God, but everything between us changed after the crisis. Once Liam was stable, we had a massive fight at home. She said I violated her privacy and humiliated her during the worst night of her life. I said she lied for years, that she watched me break my back, take extra shifts, borrow money, cry in frustration, while she had a secret stash. She claimed she was planning to tell me someday. She said I forced her to give it up, and now she's financially vulnerable, which triggers her old trauma. I said I would never take her autonomy, but keeping it secret during a life-or-death situation, unforgivable. We haven't been the same since. I've been sleeping on the couch. She barely talks to me except about our son. Her parents think I'm a monster for attacking her during the surgery crisis. My friends think she's heartless for hiding money while our kid suffered. I feel torn between empathy for her trauma and betrayal for what she did. So AITA for confronting her. Was I wrong for reacting the way I did during the medical emergency? Or was she wrong for hiding money that could have saved our son sooner?